Hello again. When looking at the world in which we live, it is easy to see that it is, by and large, the creation of that ethnic group known as the Anglo-Saxons. After the Romans left Britain in the early 5th century, waves of settlers landed here from Western Europe, Anglo-Saxons and Jutes. They mingled with the Celtic inhabitants of the British Isles, and the result was a tremendously virile culture and people, the Anglo-Saxons. It gave birth to a new language, English. It is no coincidence that this language is now the language of the whole world, the one which is most useful if you are travelling. It was the Anglo-Saxons who by degrees became the English, and it was the English who explored and colonised much of the world. America was an Anglo-Saxon venture, and the Americans too became a great nation, an Anglo-Saxon nation, with a huge amount of influence in the world. The English gave the world the Industrial Revolution, and almost all the things which make life comfortable and convenient in the modern world were devised in Britain and the United States, from electric lights and aeroplanes to television, telephones, space rockets and antibiotics. Our ethnicity has triumphed over all others, and without it the world would be a darker place. Success, of course, brings jealousy in other lesser breeds, which is why there is currently a campaign to remove Anglo-Saxon culture from universities and to denigrate the history of the Anglo-Saxons. Those engaged in those activities are pygmies, and we as Anglo-Saxons can laugh at such tricks. Every time we hear that great works of English literature are to be removed from this or that syllabus and replaced with mediocre and lacklustre books by black women purely because they are black and women, we see the seething envy of our achievements at work. This is the real reason why there is a campaign to remove references to great Anglo-Saxon statesmen such as Winston Churchill, and to talk instead about the primitive natives of this or that little territory. The glory of the Anglo-Saxons is too dazzling, you see. It is why for the last couple of years there have been efforts to erase Anglo-Saxons from history. The Anglo-Saxons, you see, were an ethnic group. They are an ethnic group. I belong to it myself. My DNA is 90% English, Scots and Irish, with 10% German and Scandinavian. I am an Anglo-Saxon. Efforts, though, are underway, and I give a link in the description to this video to a piece about this struggle, to abolish altogether the idea of Anglo-Saxons and replace it with the vague term early medieval. Anglo-Saxon, you see, is not just a historical period, it is a living ethnicity, as distinct as being an Arab, Jew or Japanese person. This is disturbing to some people who hope that they can hide the marvellous inventions and cultural prowess of the Anglo-Saxons. I think that it is time for Anglo-Saxons to reclaim their identity and to take pride in this ethnicity, as proud as Arabs and Chinese people are of their own ethnicity. We are a distinct group. We are the Anglo-Saxons.